Hi everyone, in this video I'll be showing you all the food recipes in the way of winter scenario and what they do. Sit back and enjoy. For the first recipe we are heading to Mooseville. If you locate the ice cream shop and just inside to the left you will find the recipe on the counter, and the recipe is for mixed fruit pie. So what does mixed fruit pie do? Used to recover 50% sanity and HP over 60 seconds. For this you will need 2 berries, 2 sugar and 1 cheese. The next recipe is located in Mooseville Sweet Factory and is for fruitcake. If you locate the main building, the recipe can be found in the back room behind the ice blocked door. So what does fruitcake do? Used to recover 50% sanity and HP over 60 seconds. You require 2 berries, 2 sugar, but this time 1 butter. For the next recipe, we are heading to Camp Igloo, and the recipe is for snow mushroom fried rice and can be located inside just past Nizza, aka Jetty Head, just on the counter. So what is it used for? Used to increase resistance to status damage by 5% when energy is sufficient. For this you will need 1 deviated snow fungus, 2 wheat and 1 egg of your choice. For the next recipe, popcorn, we are heading to Wishland East. If you locate the building with the candy cane and jelly beans on it, the recipe is just inside. So what does popcorn do? Used to increase your unstable bomber damage by 10%. For this you will need 1 deviated corn, 2 normal corn, 2 sugar and 2 corn oil. For the next recipe, ginger poppers, it is located in Wishland West. If you make your way to the top of the building with the octopus on it, the recipe is located in the hot dog truck. So what do ginger poppers do? Used to increase all shrapnel damage by 10%. For this you will need 1 deviated sunny ginger, 2 beets, 2 eggs and 2 sugar. For our next recipe, flaming egg tarts, it is located in Fisker Harbour on a small table. Flaming egg tart, and what does it do? Used to increase your burn damage by 10%. For this you'll need 1 deviated polar pepper, 2 spiked matto, 2 eggs and 2 butter. For the next recipe, curry and rice, we are going to Whalebone. Once there, locate this building, and once you enter, take your first immediate left and you will see the recipe. Curry and rice, and what is it used for? Used to reduce your stamina consumption by 30% during sprinting and gliding. For this you will need 1 piece of meat, 2 wheat and 1 masala. For the next recipe, butter mustaki mushrooms is located in Bear's Den. If you locate the WHW CAF, the recipe is just inside. So what butter mustaki mushrooms do? Eat this to gain 8% damage reduction. If your energy and hydration levels are higher, gain 12% instead. For this you will need 1 deviated snow fungus, 2 normal snow fungus, 2 butter and 2 salt. For our next recipe, sparkling pumpkin soup is located in Frostforge and can be found on a table at the northwest side of the settlement. So what does sparkling pumpkin soup do? Used to increase your power surge damage by 10%. For this you'll need 1 deviated mint, 2 pumpkins, 2 seaweed and 3 purified water. The next recipe ginger drops are located in Grand Unfallen settlement next to the NPC Severin on the table. What do ginger drops do? Used to increase your fortress warfare duration by 5 seconds. For this you'll need 1 deviated sunny ginger, 2 normal sunny ginger, 2 sugar and 2 corn oil. For our next recipe, canned minty meat can be located in Fire Throat Fortress near the fruit stalls inside. What does canned minty meat do? Used to increase your frost damage by 15%. For this you will need 1 deviated mint, 1 poultry, 2 pickles and 3 aluminum ingots. For our next recipe, canned spicy rabbit dices is located in Oblivion. So what does canned spicy rabbit dices do? Used to increase your blaze damage by 15% when in environments above 30 degrees. For this you will need 1 piece of rabbit meat, 2 polar peppers and 2 aluminum ingots. For the next recipe, hearty stew, we are going to Ashton Town. If you locate this building, jump on the car and onto the roof and take the zip line up to the corresponding broken building, the recipe is on the top level. Hearty meat stew, and what does it do? Used to increase your blaze damage by 15%. For this you will need 1 deviated polar pepper, 1 poultry meat, 2 masala and 3 purified water. For the next recipe, Stardust raspberry shaved ice is located in Sunshroud Cave, quite deep in, so look for this area and then the recipe will be on a barrel next to it. So what does Stardust raspberry shaved ice do? Used to increase your continuous debuff effect duration by 20%. For this you'll need 2 aloe vera, 2 blueberry, 2 hawthorn berries and 5 ice cubes. Our next recipe, all-weather stew, is located in the Memetics Logistic Dishes 3. So what is all-weather stew used for? Used to increase your max stamina by 30% and boost both heat and cold resist by 30. Also remove heat stroke and hypothermia. For this you will need 2 ice melon, 2 spiked matto, 2 mint and 2 sunny ginger. And for our last recipes, if you visit any one of the fishing vendors, you can acquire pre-bait, bait and advanced fishing rod recipes. I'd like to say thank you for taking your time to watch this video. Feel free to like and subscribe and stay tuned for more Once Human videos.